Hey guys, yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm gonna get myself ready in a little bit. I got my cap right here, the license cap that you saw him wear on the field, as well as I got the licensed t-shirt right here as well. But man, what a way to start Super Bowl weekend, right? I mean, originally I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I'm supposed to be at either at church or at my sister's right now, getting ready for the game. And that's not going to happen unless they get home before the game starts. And what I mean by that is this past week, my older sister and her husband, and I briefly mentioned this in a vlog, they had to go to Kansas to take care of a few things concerning my father. Making sure he's got things taken care of. Make sure he's got everything coming to him and everything that he needs, because he's been through a situation that, well, I don't want to speak of anymore. But pretty much, if you search the videos, you'll kind of see exactly what that is, if you will. But long story short, they had to go take care of that. And they were only planning to be there from, late, basically, they were only planning to be there from Monday to Thursday. But because of the storm, the river atmospheric winter storm that we got, they pretty much got delayed. As soon as they were leaving, they ended up getting a text, and they were literally, according to my sister, literally around the corner from the home, when they got a text saying, hey, cancel's been delayed, flight, I should say, has been canceled, and, you're going to have to go back home. We're going to reschedule it for tomorrow. So, Sunday evening, on the way there, I think it's Sunday evening, last Sunday, when the Pro Bowl was, and they ended up going back home because, again, they were literally just, around the corner from the house when they got the text message. Well, the next day they get on the flight, delayed by a day because of the storm, and they go from Oakland to Kansas City. Now, of course, they're going to have a layover, because it's a red-eye layover for about an hour or so in Las Vegas. Okay, fine, no problem. So they go from there to Kansas City. And then from Kansas City, they rent a car, and they drive to Topeka, then they drive to Manhattan. Sorry about that, but like I said, basically, they get into Kansas City, they take a car to Topeka, to Manhattan. Topeka is where my dad's apartment's at, but Manhattan's where he's staying because he's in assisted living right now because, he broke his hip and everything. And there's a long story on that. Again, not to say too much. Again, there's a video I was asked to make viral about a month or two ago. You guys can check that out. Just search viral. Not vile, but hold on. Sorry, the phone call threw me off there. But just type in viral is what I'm trying to say, in the search engine here under BW Roses. Easy for me to say. Yeah, just type in viral in BW Roses, and you should be able to find it. That's what I was trying to say. But anyway, I'm doing this unscripted, you could tell, right? I'm about to get in the shower. My mom's probably going to head home before she goes to the store because she's going to probably use the facilities, maybe. But anyway, long story short, like I said, they landed in Kansas City. They, drove to Topeka, drove to Manhattan where my dad's at. And again, he's there in Manhattan in assisted living because, he fell, broke his hip. And like I said, when you look at the video that I mentioned that, I was asked to make go viral, that's what I was trying to say. You'll see exactly the reason, if you will, as to what happened. But outside of that, they were in Kansas and everything. They were in Kansas, and basically they took care of what they needed to take care of. They went to all the different places. They went to Oskaloosa because my dad has a bank there and some other things there that that he attends to if he needs things taken care of. So So they go all, so they go to all the places they need to go, right? They go to all the places they need to go. And so what happens is that they end up getting back on the plane in Kansas City, right? They're supposed to come back yesterday. They were supposed to come back yesterday because, like I said, the original idea was, okay, fly out Sunday night, get there Monday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, leave Thursday. Well, because that didn't happen, they had to stay an extra day. So instead of leaving, Monday, instead of doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then leaving Friday, or leaving Thursday evening, or whatever it was they had planned, they had to stay an extra day. So instead it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They were going to leave yesterday. Well, they leave yesterday from Kansas City, and they end up landing in Las Vegas. And the difference when you land in Las Vegas coming back, you have to wait several hours. I think my sister and her daughter, my niece, when they went back in December, I think they basically, long story short, I think they had to wait like 9 hours, something like that. I'm not really sure. 6 to 9 hours. So anyway, they get back. Anyway, hold on a little. I'm getting tongue tied here. Sorry. Like I said, they had to, when they first initially went in December, they had to wait about 6 to 9 hours, before coming back, before boarding a plane from Las Vegas to San Jose. So they did that, and what happened next? So they did that, I should say. So what happened when they got back in time for my nephew's graduation, because he was doing one of those programs, high school, programs that allows you to catch up and graduate early when you do. And anyway, get to the point. She tells us she's got to go back soon. She's got to go back about a month later. So originally she was going to go back in January, late January. That didn't work out. So she decided, okay, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go back basically the first week of February. Which which basically me and my family were like, really? You're going to go back the first week of February? Do you not realize that's I don't know, Super Bowl week? Have you not considered that? So anyway, she makes the plans, and she basically takes her husband this time. Her husband's supposed to start a job tomorrow with a new company. He's going to be doing the buses, and basically they decided to take the opportunity of, okay, we're going to. I'm going to take you. She takes the opportunity to say, I'm going to take you. I was just looking at something out there. I might have to take the garbage out in a little while. Put it in a garbage can because, people might like to park places. But anyway, long story short, basically, she decides to take my brother-in-law with her husband this time around. And it was his first time in Kansas, first time period. And, and like I said, they go and take care of the stuff and everything. So they board the flight. Like I said, they board the flight back from Kansas City back to Oakland, because they left out of Oakland this time. Or she left out of Oakland with her husband this time. So they board the flight to go from Kansas City to Oakland, right? And obviously they're going to make a stop in Vegas again. Well, they make the stop in Vegas, and they have to wait a couple of hours. So you're thinking, okay, it's Las Vegas, Super Bowl week. Let's just go have some, have a little fun, right? Well, they had some fun, all right. And let's just say Vegas is very tempting, not just with the slots and the gambling and all that, but, mainly with the, bit of drinking. And, hey, I've been there, done that, so I can't really, judge them or anything. I've been there, done that. Locally, and I think even in, other states, Kansas, Nevada, But anyway, they go there. They go to to go around Las Vegas, get something to eat and stuff. And, I guess they had a little too much, if you will. I don't know what they drank. I know my sister loves champagne and wine, and my brother-in-law loves, his beer and loves a little bit of the hard stuff here and there, although he can't really drink it that much because of, his diagnosis that he got recently, that he needs to cut down. Anyway, they have a little too much. They have just a bit too much, if you will, to where it's like when you go on a plane and all that, or when you try to rent a car, the first thing obviously they're going to ask you is, are you okay? Because the way you might sound and, act and everything, they're going to look at you as being maybe not suitable, if you will, to be on the flight, not suitable to rent a car, inebriated, whatever they call it. Intoxicated, maybe. Let's put it that way. And so they're going to have a little bit of slight judgment, like, I'm not too sure, right? So, obviously they were okay. They were okay to get on the flight and everything, board the flight and all that. But apparently something happened to where, you know how when you get buzzed a little bit, maybe a little too buzzed, that you're going to say something you're going to regret, right? You're going to say something you're going to regret. And what happens is, the flight attendant, I don't know if he was rude or she said something that probably didn't sit well with my brother-in-law and everything. I'm not really sure. A complicated story. But something happened to where he might have said something out loud. They heard it. And then I don't know what again, I don't know. I don't know the whole story. But basically something caused them verbally to get kicked off the plane. And they were not happy. My sister was not happy and everything. So, and you know how couples are. You know how couples are when they're both, not, mentally all there due to consumption, if you will. And long story short, they just decided to go their separate ways, kind of get some air, get something to eat, get them something in the systems, just try to figure out what they're going to do, because apparently they were banned from taking the flight, taking the airline for 24 hours. Anyway, long story short, they end up, they do find each other again. They do work something out, and they go to a Super 8 motel, which I'm kind of still surprised they're around, there in Vegas, and stay there for the night. They stay there for the night, and now I just got word that they're flying out in just a little bit, if not already. They're flying out right now, as far as I know, because I think Las Vegas is Mountain Time. I think I'm not really sure. I think it's Mountain Time, or no, it's not. It's not Mountain Time. I don't know. I think. Hold on. Okay, so it's the same time zone we are, West Coast, Pacific Time. So they're flying out right now, or getting ready to fly out right now, and everything. But yeah, basically, like I said, how you are when you have a little too much consumption. Something might get said to you, and it might set something off in you, and well, yeah, basically that caused them to get kicked off the flight. But there were other reasons, like some of the attendants and the receptionists were not so polite and everything, and yeah, it was just a whole freaking mess. It was this whole freaking mess, and as I mentioned, they ended up staying at the Super 8 for the night instead of being home. And basically, let's just say I don't think my sister's going to be taking this airline anytime soon. I don't think she'll be taking it anytime soon, because she does have to go back. Whether she goes herself, whether she takes me, whether she takes my, our middle sibling, or, our sister, maybe she takes the whole family. I don't know, except for my mom, because that would be awkward. But anyway, I don't know what she's going to do next time, like when she's going to go out and when she's going to go out and what flight she's going to take. But I can tell you this, she's not going to take this one. Now, if you're wondering, well, who did she take? Who did she take, to go out there and come back? She took Spirit. She took Spirit Airlines. And I've heard some positive things about them, but not so positive. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But obviously for red-eye flights with them, they're cheaper. They're probably the cheapest you're going to get, But anyway, she was not happy and everything. And, I'll put it this way. I think this is going to be a major lesson for her. Because, she likes to drink, have her wine and champagne and stuff. But I think it's going to be a major wake-up call for her that next time she has to go out there, which will be probably within another month or two, next time, do not, basically it's going to be a lesson of you can drink, but don't drink before you board your flight. In other words, wait till you get home to do that. Wait till you get home to do that. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know if they'll be home in time for the Super Bowl. They might be, because traffic will probably be light. Who knows? Going from Oakland, to Patterson. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, what a way to start the Super Bowl weekend, right? I mean, again, original plans was for us to be there, but those plans just kind of skewed a little bit. Now, unless she says, yeah, come on down, we're okay, we're fine, we can do this and everything. Unless she says that, then all right, fine, no problem. But that's up to up to her. My mom basically says she doesn't want to go because they'll be too tired. And honestly, I think my mom probably didn't want to go, period. I mean, she was, but I think the signs are there like, yeah, I want to go, but maybe I don't want to go, and that basically my mom's getting to the point that my mom's basically getting to the point that I think once she gets more comfortable with it, she'd rather have a lot of stuff here, at this place than anywhere else because, despite renting, she'd rather be here at home and not having to go anywhere and do anything, physically, except for work. She's getting at that point. But yeah, what a way to, like I said, start the Super Bowl weekend. And let me know if you guys have ever dealt with something like this, especially on a weekend like the one for the Super Bowl or any other event. Let me know if you've gone through something like this. Again, guys, I do apologize if I'm stumbling on my words here. Like I said, my mom called. I kind of threw me off a little bit, and also I'm doing this without a script and everything, without bullet points, and just trying to talk about things as best as I can. So just thought I'd let you guys know, and until next time, I will talk to you all later.